Okay, shooter. That red light is on.
Oh, are we running?
We're running.
These newfangled camera. Welcome everybody to the Ghost Coast Radio Show. As always, I'm here with my faithful partner, Crime Dickie Bennett. And boys and girls, we got something special for you. But first, a word from our sponsor.
Well, howdy, neighbors. This here's your good friend JoJo and Bobo Redmond. Say hello, Bobo. Here at Jobo Incorporated, we strive to make your life just a little easier and sweeter, too. Have you ever gone to have a bowl of cereal just to open up the fridge and find you have no milk? Have you ever had a piece of toast but no butter? What about when you're getting up in the morning and doing your daily self-care routine just to find out your facial moisturizer is empty? Well, have no fear. Jobo Incorporated is here to save the day with their infamous Mini Merle Milk. That's right. Mini Merle Milk is here to cover all your edible and self-care needs. We pride ourselves on having milk produced from a locally and humanely sourced possum farm right here in Boomtown. There's no need to worry about pesticides, formaldehydes, or any other government-made chemical that's made to turn you into one of them mindless zombies that's always suckling at the teat of Uncle Sam. Instead, come suckle from the teat of Mini Merle, where true freedom reigns. Mini Merle milk is good straight out the bottle. It goes great with any bread you like, and yes, Mini Merle milk also acts as an anti-aging facial moisturizer. Applying Mini Merle milk to your face daily will make you feel younger and look at least 5 years younger. And for a limited time, we are offering a special discount to those customers who have our secret-coded answer. Just tell Shooter, fuck that bitch. When Shooter asks, which bitch? You just say, that bitch Martha. And you'll instantly receive a 10% discount on all Mini Merle milk that you purchase. So, what are you waiting for? Head on down to Shooter's store now and stock up on your own supply of Mini Merle milk. Jobo Incorporated is not responsible for the loss of sight, smell, taste, or even feeling. Jobo Incorporated is not responsible for having innate urges to eat out of the trash, hide in cupboards, randomly hissing at strangers, or playing dead. Jobo Incorporated is not responsible for death, dismemberment, or even impregnation by possums. If you or a loved one are having one or more of these symptoms, please consult Dr. White and leave Jobo Incorporated out of it.
And also, I'd like to shout out the best distiller that I know. If you got something that ails and needs something that pales, you got to go see our friend Jessup. I mean, he don't make it, but he knows the guy who does, and he's the only guy who knows. You need to go see him for your fantastical family firewater needs. Thanks for that, Jessup. All right, folks. Sorry for that. On the corkboard tonight, we got several interesting topics to talk about. We've got several really cool things that we've heard about through the grapevine, and something that's happened right on in our own very soul. But first, Dickie,
believe that?
What you got on there first?
On first today for Ghost to Coast's episode, we are going to be talking about the Skinwalker Ranch.
We gonna do the Skinwalker Ranch first?
Yeah, and I'm not talking about when Martha sleepwalks, okay? I'm talking about a ranch that is actually located in Utah, and it is supposed to be a hotbed of paranormal activity and UFO-related things. Now,
really?
Now, I'll tell you, anything UFO-related, I don't even know if it's aliens. I'm pretty damn sure it's the Russians.
Mormons. Russians.
Russians.
Yeah, it's always gonna be the Russians. They like hammers and red. It's weird.
And then sickles and things.
Yeah. So we was talking about we was actually talking about this before the radio broadcast. They've had cow mutilations, you said, and mysterious UFO stuff, and flying Oreos or cookies or something, right?
Them's the orbs, whatever that is. It's supposedly a shape like a circle, but I like flying Oreos better. So
like flying Oreos.
They were talking about cattle mutilations and cattle vanishing over there at the ranch, and so apparently, it was so bad that the FBI came in and did inquiries and looked into stuff. First off, I don't have any inclination to ever ask the FBI for any help.
No, well, we don't ask them for help around here.
Not here in Boomtown. And so after all of their scientists and smart people over at the Federal Bureau of Idiots, they were like, nah, we're gonna pour cold water on this idea that anything strange is afoot. So in
Which is a surefire way to know that there's something afoot.
You know, but they shut it down. So the FBI shut it down in 1980, and they put out a statement, and they said none of those reported cases of these cattle mutilations appear to anything to be done by anything other than some common predator.
More like communist predator.
Communist predator indeed.
I think it's the Russians. Got to be the Russians. Even they sent a team of scientists out there. They was probably Russian too.
They were probably spying for the Russians.
Probably.
And our own government.
They were talking about they had like them helicopters that they was flying around and had all kinds of air instrumentation issues and something about their GPSs was down upside up in the muck or something. I don't know. You said something about invisible stuff. It was emitting some kind of readings or something.
Yeah, so when we were talking about this at the start of before the start of the show, after it was one of them times we were talking about it. Anyway, they also claimed over at that Skinwalker Ranch that there was some sort of invisible objects and they were emitting like this destructive magnetic fields. And you know, I tell you, if I went out there and it was a magnetic field, they would get the plate out of the side of my head, and I'd probably just go thunk and stick to something.
Probably would, and I think I was reading somewhere that they had a big old like laser. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to tell you, Dickie.
What?
So I have spent like 2 years saving up hard-earned Sweetwater money, and I bought me something.
What did you buy? What did you buy?
I bought a laser. One of them big old lasers, you know, like the shining lasers, big old nice fancy ones.
How'd you get that?
Yeah, Dave up there at the bunker, he ordered it for me.
Oh. Who?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, right. That's right.
One of my very many loyal customers at the Sweetwater Trading Post ordered it for me.
I see.
But we got a cool laser now. We can pinpoint all kinds of cool stuff, and maybe if a UFO comes, we can point at it. Or
you think we can use it to take the warts off Martha?
So it'll burn the warts off. I promise.
Oh,
it'll do it. I promise.
That's what I'm talking about. So we could even test it here in old Boomtown.
We could absolutely test it in Boomtown. We got plenty of things we could do with it, Bubba. Speaking of things we could do with it, we could probably prove that the Earth ain't flat.
You know it already been done, proved, but would you believe that there are people out there that think the Earth is flat?
I just don't understand it. I mean, Captain Crunch Columbus already proved we're on a ball, right? Like, we proved that way back when in like the 1830s or something.
And exactly. And you were actually at before the show when we was going over our notes here. You were even comparing it to like using your skillet. You remember that?
Yeah, so if you remember, we was talking like if we're on a skillet and you walk off the edge. I mean, that don't make sense. I mean, they acting like if you're in a skillet and you just walk off. How you gonna walk off the side of the earth? Where
the egg gonna fall off and flip? Where'd it go? Where's all them eggs gonna go?
I mean, obviously you figured if we could fall off, we would have fell off by now, right? And plus, you were talking about the rivers and the ponds and the lakes.
Water, right. You know, them oceans, right? So if we had a flat Earth and all that water just running off the edge, wouldn't you think we would run out of water? I mean,
I would think that we would have run out of water a long time ago. And we wouldn't have had boats or nothing. I mean, obviously, I ain't seen water here in a long time. But still.
They did have their Bermuda Triangle, which we could talk about here in a few minutes.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe that's where the edge might be. Maybe it all just kind of funnels into these flat earthers. They're so stupid. Can't even believe them.
That's what it is. It's the Earth isn't round. It's teardrop shaped. The Bermuda Triangle is the drop.
You heard it here first, folks. Here in Boomtown, we just made a damn discovery. Call us scientists.
Oh, boys, we're gonna have to look into that. Okay, on to the next subject.
Okay.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
Oh, okay. So, actually, our next sponsor up is me. Imagine that. So I'm gonna be sponsoring our lovely and local establishment. It's called Whispering Pines Trailer Park here. So here at Whispering Pines, we like to make sure our guests have everything to live in a quiet and comfortable country life here in Boomtown. Now, I want you to ignore that odor of shit and the rantings of the bitch in lot number 4, okay? We have affordable rates and we have discount rates, especially if you're next to Martha. But I'll tell you what, you stop by for a tour of the Double Wide today, and I'll even throw in some of Jessup's finest. So just remember, where the infinity of the sky meets the beauty of the land, Whispering Pines.
Oh, that's just beautiful. That was downright beautiful. Makes me want to vacation there, and I live here.
I know. See? It's just...
Ladies and gentlemen, viewers and listeners alike, you have to see this establishment. I ain't just saying it because he's my best friend, Dickie Bennett. He runs one of the most beautiful places to live and retire that I know of. I'll retire there myself, probably.
Me too. I don't even know.
But ladies and gents, it's time that we get to the true meat and taters of this week's radio broadcast.
Y'all better put your tinfoil hats on now, cause you're in for a ride.
A story from our own homeland of Boomtown. Ladies and gentlemen, listeners, we have evidence of a communist conspiracy going on right underneath our very noses.
You won't even believe what you're about to hear.
It started off with these road crew workers that shut our town down. We can't go in or out, and we just thought there was nothing going on at first. It's just simple little road work. It happens from time to time.
We did need it. We did need the road work.
We did need that. It's beside the point. Right. So not long after that, these biologists showed up. They're weird, funny acting folk. They don't talk to nobody. They had all this crazy equipment in. Just weird stuff.
Yeah, and they brought the one biologist in, and they made sure she was real hot. A distraction, just something like the government would do. Do you believe that?
She is smoking. She's mighty fine.
Yeah, I know.
But me and Dickie look past all that because we're not like that. We're men.
We don't get tempted by the flesh.
That's right. We're not tempted of the dirty communist devil. So we saw right through their act, and we saw that they had all this equipment. They've been recording and looking at a bunch of stuff, and so we started investigating because one of our own went missing.
Yep.
And while we were investigating, our very own Dickie Bennett got attacked.
You guys.
You just tell them about it.
We're both. Look, we're both just flat. Yeah, we're just flabbergasted. Listen to us. Shit. So there we were, in a nice red truck. Remember that truck?
Oh, it was a nice truck.
It is. It's a nice truck. Jessup's got a great truck. Anyway.
Thanks for that, Jessup.
Thanks, Jessup. We're riding along, Jessup and I. I'm on my old 3-wheeler. He's in his truck, and then all of a sudden he starts screaming and he starts shouting at me, and he's saying, Dickie, there's something behind you. And I kind of do the glance, but it was one of those TV double backs. You look back and you're like, oh shit, I gotta look again. So when I looked back, that ground, it was like you guys know, Shooter, now you know what a bowl looks like when it's traveling through the dirt, right? Or Bugs Bunny, where it leaves a little trail where it lifts up because he's inside the dirt. That was behind me. And I'm saying this was the size of a truck, this land. And then all of a sudden, old Dickie here almost bit it. And if it wasn't for Jessup and his tactical maneuvering of that red truck, I wouldn't be here today for your radio show. I don't even know what it was. It looked like a land shark, giant worm, Shooter. I don't even know. But it came up out of the ground, try to eat old Dickie here. And Jessup done tapped his brakes, which caused me to fly right in the back of the truck. I hate it. And he sped up. And that worm, it ate my three-wheeler. It's gone.
Hey, Betsy. Poor Betsy.
Yeah,
That's all right. That's all right. We'll get you another one.
Thank you.
And while all that was going on, I was over at the landfill digging through some trash, unrelated reasons. And I opened a bag and I found a dead alien. It was like a giant tadpole.
Like a mutation?
But like heavy. It was like 90 pounds. Tadpole, big. Like the size of a cucumber. If a cucumber was a dog, if a dog was a small bear.
Don't make
it was huge. Big.
Did it was dead. Did it have communist brandings on it?
Oh, you know it did. The whole thing was red. Its body was red. You know they don't ever make nothing in any color but red. Come to think of it, Jessup's truck is red.
I don't want to even think about that, Shooter.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna think about that right now.
No.
But viewers, folks, we have a true blue government conspiracy right on our very noses, and if you stay tuned, we'll keep you up to date on everything that's going on.
We'll do that.
We're about running out of airtime, but we will definitely see you next week, and we'll have more for you. As always, you can trust on your two pals, Dickie and Shooter from Coast to Coast Radio, to bring you the best in everything supernatural, crazy, kooky, or communist.
Tell you what, and before we end, I'm gonna play our final sponsor. They were actually the ones who were able to get us some of this fine new equipment, and it's actually gonna be a TV show. You believe that?
We're gonna be on the television.
Yeah, listen to this. So hold on a minute, and I'll give it the play, and we and the fans can listen together. You ready for this? You ready to be blown out your seats?
I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Call me Freddy, 'cause I'm freaking ready.
Ooh.
Get on away from the city and you find real America can be found in them tiny communities off the beaten trail. Me and my crew find these little communities and bring them to you at home on your very own television. Season 3 finds us in Boomtown, a quiet little corner of America with about 25-30 people in it. We show you the lives of these folks here on Howdy Y'all.
There it is. Howdy Y'all, everyone.
That was just beautiful. Just beautiful.
It was.
So and at first we just didn't know what to think about these TV crews and this producer coming in, this W guy. But we've grown to kind of like him a little bit. Don't know if we said that, of course.
He's been a straight shooter, huh? Right, Shooter?
yeah. He's real good. He's been real hard, like a Dickie.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, actually, part of this TV show, you will see old Dickie here almost get eaten, and we will prove to you what we're saying is right.
Yeah, this ain't no flub. We ain't making stuff up. You'll see it true blue in the flesh, even.
We are gonna reveal the Russians' true nature.
Right here on this channel. Stay tuned.
Right here on this channel. Everybody, stay tuned. We'll talk at you later, y'all.
And as always, I'm Shooter McLean.
I'm Dickie Bennett.
And this has been Coast to Coast Radio. Good night. Stay frosty.